How you doing, YouTube? We've been out sourcing again. We've been out sourcing, hitting the old charity shops up. I just thought I'd give you a little rundown on how we did and just a little catch up on how it's going. Where are we today? We're the 2nd of Feb. So we're now sort of like a couple of months into it, full time. How's it going? Yeah, still a bit of a struggle, gotta be honest. YouTube, I'm trying to sort of build up a bit more, get a few more followers, subscribers, see if I can get it going a bit more and get a bit more content out for that as well, which is hard. It's not as easy as what you think, just to keep on. Credit to all the guys who do it big time. It's not easy. So I'm just going to see what I can get out. I've literally just, I'll say, been to the charity shops, just done the charity shop run. Got some good bits today, got some really good bits. I'm getting to that point now though where I'm sort of like, I want the boot fairs to open again. I just to properly open. When they do, it's just like you don't realise how much you miss them. Yeah, we'll run you through what you pick up. So you see from the thumbnail, the first thing I'll show you is this bad boy here. Look at that. Darth Vader Samsonite case. I got a few marks around it, a few bits, but yeah, I mean, listed. I don't, be honest, I just bought it because it was cool anyway. I just thought, like, who's not going to want that? Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, there's quite a lot listed on eBay and you're sort of looking anywhere between sort of 50 and 70 quid upwards really for these. So yeah, that was a tenner. So yeah, worth a shout, innit? Again, something a bit different. So I just thought, yeah, I had to buy that. I got these as well. Nice little pair of, not really the season for it yet, but made by a company called Reef. And they're sort of like the extra foamy, squishy sort of slider sandals, I suppose. Yeah, sort of like surfer dude type of ones, isn't they? But yeah, picked them up. They were £5.50. It was a bit of a Harris Tweed day today. I picked this one up. Nice sort of standard. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, just get to know that Harris Tweed. You see that in anything really. Hats, caps. They do bags, gloves, jackets. It's always worth the money. On the old receipt, on the ticket, sold as seen, which is always a little bit of a thing. But I had a little goosey round it when I was in the shop quickly. And I think the only bits that I could find, yeah, it's a hole. It's a tiny, tiny little hole. I'll give that to Shah. She'll sew that up. She'll sort that out. I can't sew. So it was originally up for a tenner. But now they've scribbled over it. Now, I mean, you try and work out what that says. I thought, was it an 8? Then it looks like someone scribbled over it as 6. Anyway, we agreed on 6 quid. I buy a lot from the RSPCA shop in there. Carrie and the team down there. So I've not actually looked this one up yet. But mate, Harris Tweed jacket. Good size as well. So yeah, I'll say, always keep your eyes open for them if you can. Same shop, RSPCA. Nice little, I was trying to remember what I think. It's one of the bears. It's like Disney or something like that. And he was made exclusively for Walt Disney Company there on the tag. He was 3 quid. Yeah. Hasn't got the bit on the foot, like a few of them have got it on the actual foot, the Disney Store exclusive. But yeah, 3 quid. Some of these, if listings for like, if you've got the family of them with 3 or 4 of them, and they just, what's that, we got an offer on something there. Yeah, 3 quid. Again, quick. Little pair of Clarks. Active Air, these are. Don't sleep on these Clarks, I tell you as well. Like these little leather Clarks, there's a big following for these all the time. I always do well with these. They always clean up well, like bits like that as well, the little few scuffy marks there. You just give it a little bit of polish on there, and that's great. And as you can see, for a knicker, you can't complain, can you? £1. So, yeah, cheap as anything for them. These are Russell and Bromley, London, and then the more, whoever he is, Moreschi, something like that anyway, made in Italy. They were a tenner. They're going to be easily 40, 50 quid. This was actually all from the same shop as well. This is quite nice, look at this. I saw this and thought, yeah, that's the Tech fleece. And normally whenever I find these, they're normally always fake. Normally always the fake version of it. Anything Paris Saint-Germain seems to be, but yeah, add all the proper tags. And what you're always looking for with the Nike stuff, this little Nike number there, put that in and that'll tell you whether or not it's what it should be, because it should pull up the pictures of it. The only downside is size small, but Nike Tech Feet, I think there's one listed on their medium at the minute for about 45, 50, £8. Again, that was in the same RSPCA shop, so all of this from one little shop. So I think you find days like that. You have a certain day where a certain little shop will just works. Just that shop works. Picked up these as well. I do like my boat shoes. I do really well with boat shoes. The thing I like with boat shoes as well, which is good to know as well, they clean up really well. So even when they look a little bit like this at the moment, you put a pair of shoe trees in them, bit of polish around them, and they come up and they always look great. And that is a good brand to look for. Made by a company called Chatham. Not the place up the road from me. Size 11, men's size 11. That's a good brand to look for if ever you see that. Chatham in boat shoes and deck shoes. The little badge looks a bit like that. So, yeah, they always command good money, Chatham shoes. Yeah, size 11, and they were £6.50. So, yeah, again, you can hang on a little bit longer till the summer, but I'll get them listed now. So this is the other, again, like I said to you, it was a Harris tweed kind of day. Now, I paid up a little bit more for this one. This one was £12. It's made by Mario Baruti. And it's nice because it's got the old, as I call them, the old granddad patches on there as well. So it was good size. Look at that. Yeah, it is, yeah. It's bang on my size, that. They're always good money, these Harris tweed jackets. Always good money. And £12, I don't mind paying that if you know it's literally, you're hanging it up, you're listing it, it's going to go. And especially if you get them in a good size as well. You don't never normally find many of them, do you, these days in the charity shops? Football shirts. Now, they put this in the ladies section, I think, because of the colouring. I imagine that's what they did it. They just thought it was ladies, but it's definitely not. Again, like I said to you earlier with the Nike stuff, you're always just looking down at the tags and you're just looking for your little ID tag there. That's the one you want to make sure. Because a lot of the fake shirts won't have this little tag in it. They'll have these tags, but not that one. And that's the one you're looking for. And that was a cheeky little £5. A little blue one for a football shirt. You can't beat that. Yeah. Cut the little pulls in it, but again, nah, that's going to fly out, that will. And then as normally with it, scrolled along a little bit further. And then there was another one. Again, I think extra large. Oh no, medium. I'm lying totally. Don't know why I said extra large. A little bit of a mark on that one, but that will come out. So yeah, that was, I think again, yeah, £5. Again, all the tags were there. Everything was right with it. So yeah. Again, I don't really remember I'm wearing this kit. I don't support Liverpool anyway. I support Spurs. I'm a long-suffering Spurs fan. Been suffering since the 80s, so I remember the real dark times. A lot of these Spurs fans now who are new don't realise the really, really dark times of the 80s, growing up with mates who are Arsenal fans. And then I picked up these as well. This is the first thing I picked up, actually. Now, it's one of these again. Do you pick it up? Do you not pick it up? I forgot the camera as well. What did I do with that camera? But yeah, pick these up. So I saw them, I thought they just looked a bit strange, and I thought to see the white tag at the back there, I thought it looked like a Dr. Martens tag. And they are Dr. Martens, but what they've got is like some purple, I don't know if it's pen or paint, or whether it's just the dye from the shoes has run out onto them. But yeah, it's just a bit different, isn't they? Dr. Martens, Baines, Dr. Martin Baines or something like that, it says there anyway. Size 7, but I thought, well, we'll have a go, see if I can get that staining out. I think it is just where the shoes have run. The lady in the shop thought it was paint. She said to me, "Oh, they've got paint on them, love. Do you seen that?" I said, "Yeah, that's all right, don't worry." I said, "I'll have a go cleaning them up anyway." But yeah, I don't know what they're worth or anything like that, but I just thought, if you're picking up a pair of Doc Martens in a charity shop for £7, they got to be roughly all right, ain't they? It's been going okay. It is a struggle. I think for me, I think eBay is getting a little bit left behind. I think the rest of the sort of reselling world, I just think they're a little bit outdated, eBay. I think the way the processes that they work and the fees and things like this now, I mean, I've stopped promoting there. I've literally just thought, no, I used to promote it between sort of 3 and 5%, and I'm just not going to do it anymore. I just think they're just having enough money out here anyway. And I've started to do a lot more items on Vinted, selling a lot more stuff on Vinted. And it's the views that you get on Vinted and the amount of eyes that are coming on your items compared to eBay. It's chalk and cheese. You're talking about, I think I had a pair of New Balance. I've posted them off anyway, actually, this morning. They've just gone. But size 4.5 New Balance, fresh foam runners. Had them on eBay for $24.95. Same time I listed them on Vinted for 20. I think in the space of the 2 hours that were on there, and they sold on Vinted for the 20 quid, the full money, no bid, 20 quid done. I think on eBay they got one view. On Vinted they had 79 and 13 favourites. It's just, I mean, eBay have got to realise, I think, that they're going to get left behind if they're not careful. I tell you who eBay remind me of from the car game. They're very, very much like the Auto Trader. The Auto Trader had the monopoly on it, thinking that they're charging people too much. And eventually it gets to a point, I think, where people just go, nah, but we're going to find other avenues. There's other sources now. Like you say, with the live selling, doing the things like that. Actually, I'm just about to jump on a Whatnot in a minute. Going to sell a few little bits that have just been sort of like hanging around and that. So, yeah, but I just think, like I say, eBay, I think for me, yeah, I'm still going to do it. I'm the middle tier shop at the minute. I'm sort of running, like I say, about 550 items. I'm sort of looking at it thinking, do I dwindle that down a little bit and just have more nichey things on eBay that won't probably sell on Vinted? But I mean, Vinted now, you can sell everything. You can literally put, like, I was listing a Hetty Hoover the other day. Well, you can put them on Vinted now if you want to. It's like, I mean, like some of this stuff that I've bought today, like I say, the football shirts, the Harris tweeds, all the different bits like that. The money that I'm giving them for them, the fivers and that, if I wanted to, it's a quick 10, 15 quid profit. Okay, you might get another fiver, 10 quid more on eBay. But I've also, with eBay, you could have the problems with it, the problems with the posters. If it goes missing, you're responsible. If you've got problems with things not fitting, people just want to return things for you. You don't seem to get that as much on Vinted. So it's not a dig at eBay, this completely, because yes, don't get me wrong, eBay will have a day where it'll go mad, but those days are becoming few and far between. And I don't know if other sellers are noticing it or not, but I just think eBay need to be careful of, they're going to get left behind if they're not careful. But anyway, that's enough of me ranting on. You don't want to come and listen to me moaning about stuff. That was nice as well, actually. Look, picked this up the other day. Look at this jacket as well. Look at that. How nice is that jacket? And it's made in England by Gloverall. Gloverall army jacket. Look at the details on the buttons. I think that was in the charity shop, like I said the other day. I don't know if the price is still on it, whether I took the price off. I think it was 12 quid I got for this jacket. I think it was 12 quid anyway. So, yeah. Yeah. But anyway. Oh, that's one other thing I've been doing as well, though, which was quite good, which I needed to do anyway as well. My photo area that I was using was a little bit, not small, but just, it was annoying. It was one of them sort of photographs. I was doing my photos, but everything seemed to always be sort of like in the way or not quite right. It's like, so I thought to myself, right, I'm going to build myself a new photo area. So I should turn you around and show you it. So this is now a new photo area. I've got nice two big white boards in there. I like the nice white, plain, crisp sort of look to it. So if I show you from the side now as you're coming into the office now. You've got all your bits there, so yeah. Whereas I used to take the photos just down here on this little bit here, and I had to mind the little bit here and clear everything. Oh, it just used to drive me mad. Yeah, literally, luckily, and the thing is as well, it's great building this for me. It cost me nothing. Guy who worked with Dave, he had these. They came out of an office clearance thing, so they were shaped like round half desks and half moons. So I've just cut it down along the back, and then they were a couple of square desks. Honestly, what am I like? I'm back again. Whatnot stream's just been done. That weren't too bad, actually. Got rid of a load of what I call sort of like bits that I've been hanging around, bits that I'm not too worried about. And like I say, I've got a bit of a contact hopefully now coming through with like some shoes and stuff. So I'm hoping I'm going to have a lot more of them, and I can do these Whatnot streams a lot more, because I've done the Whatnot stream, half-hour streaming. I think sold 15 things. Was trying to do it in an hour just to see how quick I could do it. Did the Whatnot stream, and like I say, half an hour streaming. Brought everything back round again from indoors. Everything wrapped up, everything's sent. I've just posted it all as well now, so it's literally done within the hour. And I think I cleared, after their fees and everything else, about 56 quid Worked out roughly, I think the stock owed me round about sort of like between 16 and 18, somewhere around there, I think it was. Do you know what I mean? It was all, like I say, smaller bits I've had for like years from the boot fair and different bits. So, yeah, I suppose if you're looking at it that way, less your little bit of tax, national insurance and that, if you're working on about £40 for an hour's work, it's not too bad. But I think the thing with whatnot, your stock quality's got to be really, really like low value in terms of what you're paying. You want it to be cheap. You want your stock to be cheap. I did say earlier, I had a camera somewhere. My brain is literally just useless. I didn't actually just have a camera. I had 2 more bags of stuff that I completely forgot about that we picked up as well. Honestly, I just completely forgot I bought it all. And then when I walked around the corner, I was like, what's all these bags? I only bought it earlier today. Right, this little shop, they were having like a bit of a sale. So they were doing things quite cheap. Nice little pair of women's Hotter shoes. Do you know what I mean? Hardly been worn. Quickly, £2. Bargain. Nice little Samsonite little, I don't know what it is, little shoulder bag, is it, or something like that. Nice little bag. Don't think it's even been used really. Really clean. £2. Bargain. Oh, this jacket. Yeah, this is a bit different. I don't know who's going to wear this. Or I don't even know where it would come from either, but I just thought for that money I've got to pick it up. So they had a clothing rail outside. All clothing on that rail was £1.50. So we picked up this. Nice little, look at that Mercedes jacket. Hey, come on. Hey, you want to look like a little space person who owns a Mercedes? That jacket's for you. Yeah, proper little Mercedes. I think it's genuine Mercedes as well, because it's even got Mercedes on the key, on the, what's getting old? Zip. Yeah, it's got like a nice little, sort of like multicolour bit at the bottom. £1.50. Size medium. Looks quite big for a medium. But yeah, £1.50, like I say. And then I don't normally ever pick this brand up, but again, this was on the £1.50 rail. And it's a super dry. And it's the microfiber, the Parker, extra large. All the zip works. Nice big, like army style, like utility type jacket. Do you know what I mean? £1.50. I had to pick that up, didn't I? So yeah, that was £3. That was £7 for those 4 bits. Yeah, these, don't know whether or not I might just keep these for myself. I don't know what they're worth actually, but I always need some joggers. Nice little North Face joggers. Little cuff bottoms as well. Size large, my size. Yeah, and I think they got the little North Face hit on the back of the leg as well. All the proper tags in them, so they are genuine with the bits. But yeah, £8. But like I say, I think I might keep them for myself. I'll have a look. I'll see what they sell for if they sell fast. But if not, yeah, I quite like them. I picked this up as well. I just thought this was different. I don't know. It's like inlaid that into the wood. Got the little marks on it, but I'll give it a little bit of a polish up and that. But nice little bit of no names on it or anything I could see anywhere. But how lovely is that? Oh, made in India. There you go. So it's Indian wood, I suppose. But yeah, nice. £5 paid. Yeah, quite weighty as well actually. So it feels quite good quality. Feels old. First time finding this actually. And I've never normally ever picked Champion up. Nice little Champion. It's got the little hit on the arm there as well. It's a size, I think small this was. Yeah, size small, women's small, but very, very clean. Quick list, do you know what I mean? Easy. But it's the, camera can see that, the reverse weave, which like I say, I've not had that before, never found it. But I know the reverse weave is normally the one that commands a little bit more money. Again, with Champion, I wouldn't normally do it, but I think that was £4. That was in the other RSPCA shop in Herne Bay, so yeah, that was sort of, I don't mind that. We'll have a go at that. We'll see if it's any good or not, won't we? That's the other thing, look. That's the hat. The Chicago Bears hat there. A Chevy Chase National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation hat. Megan bought it for me. Thank you, darling. Right, pick these up. Now, these were sitting at the top of the stairs in the charity shop where they get their donations put that had just come in. The lady had picked up a load of bags and everything else, and these were just sitting there. No price on, literally had just come in. The guy literally just dropped them off. So I just said, do you know how much they're going to be? And she said, oh, they haven't got any laces, have they? I said, no. She said, well, they are Skechers. She said, they're quite nice. Really, really clean. Do you know what I mean? Look at that. Loads of tread on them still. Got the Goodyear soles, and they are the Skechers Relax Fit slip-ins. So they've got the harder back, and the back is nothing wrong with the back at all at the minute, and they're waterproof. So I just said how much, and a size UK 10, which is a great size. Do you know what I mean? I've got a spare pair of laces. I just chucked a pair of laces in them. I just said, oh, how much do you think they'll be? She said, well, look, they've got no laces. She went, well, a tenner be all right. I mean, yeah, that was them. Really nice condition, both of them. Just like, but yeah, lady said, oh, guy just chucked all the stuff at the top of the stairs and just basically ran out of the shop. Didn't even stop to do anything like gift aid or anything like that. Just put it down and legged it. I picked this up. I don't normally pick up gaming stuff, like I said before. I'm not that clued up on it, but PC game, it just looked a bit different. But it was £1 in their pound box, so we'll give it a go. It's got to be, someone's going to want to give more than £1 for it now. I don't even know if the game's in there. I didn't even check that. Went to my little shop that is like one of my little favourite shops, because they sort of don't really price things up. The lady just sort of tells you it as it's in a little village. It's not, it literally is their own little charity shop they run. And I always think they're the best if you can find them. So I picked this up, a Nikon Coolpix L820. Literally just the camera and the strap in the box. That's all that's in there. It is a battery one. There it is there. Quite nice condition. The only thing is, which is what I'm going to have to try and just see if I can sort out. Don't know if it'll pick it up on here, but there was just a little bit of battery acid just on there, but I'm hoping a little bit of the old white wine vinegar trick on the old cotton bud should be able to get that cleaned up and working. So I think it's around about sort of like, I don't know, 50 to 70 quid, somewhere around there. How much is the little camera? And that she went, oh, cameras are £5. Do you know what I mean? It's like, she went, oh, there's 2 or 3 up there. And I went, no, I can only see one. And she went, and the other guy who was in there went, no, Darren was in earlier. He's taken the other 2. I said to the guy, oh, do you know what they were or anything? I don't know. He said something about a Mew or 2. And I was like, oh, no. So I've missed the Olympus Mew 2 going into that shop. I'm still looking for one. Never found one yet. One day I will find it. He's had a right result, Darren, whoever he is. He's probably another reseller, but he's probably looked at this one and just gone, I'll leave it because of the battery damage. But yeah, don't know, do you? That was actually the haul that I got today. So I think not too bad. Not too bad. Like I say, with all the Harris Tweed, the Dr. Martens, the Liverpool stuff, I'm trying to not pick up like too much crap anymore, if I'm honest. It's like I'm trying to pick up getting the cost of goods up a little bit, and I'm saying that, and I've bought a PC game that I don't even know what it's worth, and I'll give £1 for it. So I'm talking crap, really, and I just make it up as I go along. But there you go. Anyway, that's where we'll end it there. I'll catch you all soon.